waited for 3 years to see you in that dress, and you two truly look beautiful, mate. So yeah.
Alex, today I promise.
To spend the rest of my life with you.
I promise to love and respect you, helping our love grow by always being there.
I promise to listen, comfort and support you,
whatever our life brings.
You are the love of my life, and now you're also my wife. And I'm very proud to be able to say that.
Took a long time to know what I wanted, and now I do, and I will wait on you. Took a long time to know what I needed, and now it's clear whenever you are near. Forever holding out for you.
And father of the bride, Alfie's bride. And what a beautiful bride she is. Alex has been a shifts partner now for 14 years. And I remember, with much pleasure, the day you pitched up alone at my house and did the honourable thing, producing the engagement ring and requesting my permission to marry my daughter. Obviously, I approved without any hesitation at all. And it's a great pleasure to be welcoming Al officially into the family.
It took a long time to find what I was looking for, but when it did, it all fit together.
Today is the day you will always remember, the greatest you'll have in your life. You'll start off the day with just two people in love and end it not just parents but husband and wife. Today is a brand new beginning, the start of a journey with moments to cherish and treasure. Tomorrow can bring you the greatest of joys, but today is the day it all starts.
Get lost in your deep blue eyes, like a shell in the sea. I fall in love over and over when you're looking at me. I think about all the work we've done and all that will be. Through all of the hard and the good times, it's you and me. Time moves slowly when I'm with you. Nothing better than this. We could be forever. Just never give up on this one life together. 'Cause you are my love, you are my first love.
Now Alex and Siobhan met at school, acquaintances, and then a few years later, yes, they'd left school. They were about 20, and their paths crossed once again. And that, my friends, was the start of a beautiful relationship, and is what ultimately brought us here today. If any person knows of any lawful reason why Alex and Siobhan shouldn't marry today, you ought to declare it now. Do you, Alexander, take Siobhan here present to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Siobhan, take Alexander, here present, to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
A ring. It's an unbroken circle. It has no beginning, therefore it has no end, and it's the outward sign of the vows and promises that you have made to one another today. Siobhan, I give you this ring
Siobhan, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
my everlasting friendship,
my everlasting friendship,
and a promise of all my tomorrows.
and a promise of all my tomorrows.
Alex, I give you this ring
As a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
my everlasting friendship,
my everlasting friendship,
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
and a promise of all my tomorrows.
So Alex and Siobhan, you have both made the declarations required by law in the presence of your family, friends and witnesses. It gives me the greatest of pleasure to say, you are now married. Alex, can you kiss your wife?
We could be forever. Just never give up on this one life together. 'Cause you were my love, you were my first. We could be forever. Just never give up on this one life together. 'Cause you were my love, you were my first love.
There's a lot to see, a lot to do. Recently I've realized I like doing it all with you. Take my hand, twirl me around, hold me close, don't ever put me down. Every time I look at you, you're looking back at me, my dear. When you are around, everything seems crystal clear.
Will you please stand and make lots and lots of noise for the new Mr. and Mrs. Young?
Siobhan asked me not to embarrass her with my speech, so I'll leave that to the two best men. Siobhan also asked me to keep my speech short, so thank you all for coming. I just want to read a little note out which I have from 1999. Dearest Snow White, what can I write to wish you well as you fly the nest and wing your way to the high school? You are the most super, wonderful, lovely young lady. I have loved seeing you do so well in year 6. You are funny, kind, caring, intelligent, and incredibly unspoilt. You made the prettiest Snow White last Christmas, but you never showed off or became conceited. You have a brilliant future ahead of you, Siobhan. Stay in touch and ask me for help or advice if you ever need it. With special love, Mrs. Wilton, who is the headmistress at Charles Darwin's school. And I think that just typifies the young lady she's grown to be. Just like you to raise your glasses, please, to Siobhan and Alex.
Thanks, Dom, for those lovely words, some of which were lovely. A few thank yous from me, folks, first of all. First of which is to all of you who've joined us here today. You're a collection of the most important people in our lives. We cherish every one of your friendships. Thank you very much for joining us on a Wednesday. Ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd also like to say thank you massively to our parents. We're very proud to have you all on the top table with us today. All 6 of them. You are, or have been, and will continue to be the most influential people in our lives. So thank you for everything you do for us. We don't take it for granted. We love every single one of you. So thank you very much for everything you do. And not just about today, but just in life in general. So thank you. Dom, Lorraine, thank you for welcoming me into your side of the family. You didn't have a great deal of choice. I've been around for forever, literally forever. But I've always enjoyed my position as favourite son-in-law.
Absolutely.
So I need to obviously mention Siobhan at some point. You all know that Siobhan and I have been together for an awful long time. I've worked this out: 14 years, 3 months, 13 days, a few hours. And I've written it, I've loved almost every minute of it. Almost. To sum it up, I've written here, you're my partner in crime, you're my mate, you're my drinking buddy, something that's very important to me. Especially on a Wednesday.
No, I imagine most of you do. Me and Phil used to be in a band together. So you've probably got high expectations of this. We'd meet up a week before the gig, panicking that we haven't got enough material, and essentially that's what's happened today. I met Al also in 1999, the same year as that speech, Dom. We went up to high school. The first person that I got to know was a guy called Sammy Naylor, who a lot of you will know, and I asked him to introduce me to some of the Hartford boys who he knew. That led to him introducing me to a guy called Stink, and I was like, who's this guy? Turned out it was Alan. Well, essentially what happened was I tried to stay away from that guy. I was trying to survive the first year of high school in a tutor group that I knew one. After a while, it come to light that we had a lot in common, mainly our bad sense of humour.
I also met Al when we were in high school together. Me and Jamie had grown up together, been lifelong friends. And obviously, as Jamie said, he'd met Al in his tutor group. So through Jamie, I was introduced to Al, so didn't really have any choice in the matter, just got stuck with him, and we've been friends ever since. So I'm holding Jamie responsible for being stuck with Al all these years, and also for having to do a speech today for him. So if this doesn't go well, blame Jamie.
We had a discussion, me and Phil did actually have a meeting about this speech, probably doesn't sound like we did, but it was in the pub on Monday. And we just spoke about, the last bit, like talking about Shib and all that, and I said, you can have that, mate, because I wasn't even in the fucking country when you got together. As Goose has mentioned, I left him in Goose's capable hands, well, 3 months. And here we are 10 years later with little baby Hope. So it's a good move, Goose. So you turned out to be capable hands. Well done.
As Jamie and I have said, we've both known Al for a very, very long time, but we've both obviously known Siobhan as well, and been both as a couple for a very, very long time. We've seen them from when they first started dating, when they were a couple, we've built a home together, and then obviously more recently, most importantly, we've become a family together with a beautiful baby daughter. It's been obviously amazing for me and Jamie to be such a part of your lives and to see that journey that you've gone on. I know I can speak for Jamie when I say it's been a privilege to be part of your day today and be your best man and do a speech. Just in closing, I'm sure you'll all join me in raising a toast in wishing Al and Shiv a lifetime of good health and happiness together. To the Mr. and Mrs. Young.
Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat, tested by the motion.